Here are your daughters, Angela and Catherine. It's about 7 hours ago, and that's the last information we have.
Catherine!
Angela?
If you can hear this, we love you. Please come home.
Oh, I feel like they get more scary as they get more modern. Movie season is upon us, I should say, as The Exorcist Believer is set to scare audiences this weekend. But is it any good? Let's bring in movie critic Grae Drake for her review of the movie. Welcome back.
Hello.
What do you think?
Well, I have to say, I've read several reviews who say it's terrible. So if you tell me it's not terrible, that will be something new.
I was more scared by my own tax liability this year.
I thought that looked scary.
Yeah, it's really not.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
is it reverent of the original Exorcist? Absolutely. Okay, director David Gordon Green really knows what he's doing. He's obviously a fan. But this story is about two young girls who are friends. They go to the woods to contact one of the girls' mothers who's passed away. They don't come back for 3 days. And when they show up again, they are not right. And the question is, are they traumatized or is there something else going on? Spoiler alert, there's something else going on. And so the movie unfolds a lot like the original Exorcist, but by the time you get to the good stuff, I realized, like, we've literally seen everything when it comes to Exorcist movies at this point. I just wasn't surprised and I wasn't really afraid. There's a lot of performances to like, there's a lot of Easter eggs to be excited about. Overall, you know, I was like, yikes, my taxes. Like, it was like that.
You did notice though how scared we were by the get. So
Yeah.
really, so our bar's pretty low.
But yeah.
True.
Yeah, no,
Oh, okay.
I think that you guys just are actually a perfect audience maybe for this movie. So it's
We're the low-hanging fruit.
and I think it also, by the way, says something about me
Maybe.
and my tolerance for terrifying things. So
how you compartmentalize things? I don't know. Next, the burial.
totally different vibe, okay?
Okay.
So we've got Tommy Lee Jones in this true story as a small business owner in the world of funerals.
Oh.
And his company was taken advantage of by a gigantic corporation. So he sues them and he hires the only lawyer that he's convinced is going to help him win this case, played by Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
So there is not one thing about this movie that isn't predictable from the very start. But having said that, these actors are having a blast. I think they're in top form. I was in a movie theater where we were all yelling at the screen
Really?
with the injustice of it all. I was so into the burial and I couldn't be more surprised. So this is actually like kind of a 90s throwback in the way that it talks about a lot of serious issues along with the central story. But
and what a cast.
I know. I was
know,
so
I love
impressed.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, just classic.
Yeah.
The list goes on of how many great people are in
Yeah.
it. So, hey, check it out.
Okay, so
And-
predictable but good.
Right.
Good. Okay. What about Loki season 2?
Okay, this show deserves a rewatch of season 1 before you jump in because it's very complicated with the Marvel multiverse happening.
Oh,
so where we left off is that Loki has destroyed all the timelines, okay, he and his cohorts, and the TVA is like quickly going downhill. And this whole first episode, I think, is chaotic, not only in its content, but also in the language of like blah, blah, time stuff, where I was like, I could barely keep up, y'all. Now, what I will say is that the rest of the season definitely picks up and becomes more like season 1. So take the time to rewatch. You're going to be more caught up for this first episode than I was. And ultimately, we love Tom Hiddleston as Loki, so you kind of can't lose with this one, even if it's not as shiny as the first season.
It's just not my jam.
Yeah,
so.
I feel like the Marvel universe, like they know what's going on if they're into it.
Yeah.
People like us, not so much.
You know what? And I'm starting to lose the thread myself as
Are
a
you?
person that sees everything. I find that a little distressing.
Yeah, that's,
That
I don't
is
know about
distressing.
that.
Right? 'Cause
That's the real horror of the segment. All right, Grae, thank you very much. Appreciate you being here.